Welcome back, viewers. In the last two videos, we have seen the installation of GNOME desktop, removal of the KDE desktop, and then the detailed review of the GNOME desktop. And we observed that some of the applications from the KDE desktop were left after the removal. So the removal of KDE desktop did not completely remove all the KDE applications because there are some interdependencies between the packages of KDE and GNOME. So how to remove them? So that is a very easy way is there available in the YAS software center or the YAS software manager. So let us head over to the YAS software management or software manager. You have to search for the YAST, open the YAST control center. Now open the software management. So when we go over to the patterns tab and click on the KDE Plasma desktop, we can see some of the packages are there from the KDE. For example, the desktop data, Opensuse, FFmpeg, thumbs, but these are not the KDE specific packages. These are the Opensuse specific packages, and they are common for all the desktops. For example, the Pulse Audio, the Pulse Audio module X11, the Pulse Audio util. So this will work for any desktop, so this need not be removed. Then where are the packages gone? We cannot see any other packages than these common packages that are required for all the desktops. Similar here, you can see the Samba is required for all the desktops. You can use it with all the desktops. YAS2 control center Qt, yes, this can be removed. But other Gutenprint, the patterns, desktop, multimedia, this is common packages for the all the desktops. So how to search? Because you can see here no other packages are installed. So for that you have to go over to the view tab and open open the package classification, and here you can see suggested packages. So this will show you the packages that are suggested by the your package manager for installation. Then there are some recommended packages. Then there are some retracted packages, multi-version packages. So this package comes in different versions, so you can install the version that is suitable for your installation. So here you can see the Bumblebee is there. So KMP preempt, the different modules of the kernels are there. So like this, and then you have to head over to the unneeded packages. And there is one orphan packages. So orphan packages are those packages that don't have any interdependencies, and they are also not needed. So you can safely remove those, and you can also safely remove the unneeded packages. So unneeded packages are those which do not have any pending dependencies. They had dependencies earlier. So when the KDE desktop was installed, they had the dependencies, and they were not unneeded packages. They were required for the functionality of the KDE desktop. But now the KDE desktop has been removed, so they have no functionality in the system, and they can be removed, and that's why they are called unneeded packages. Orphan packages are those, say after you do they don't have any linkages either to any of the other packages in the system. So they might be older packages, very old versions that are left over after the removal of the other dependent packages. So suppose there is some software update goes on, and after the software update the package is updated, but few files of the packages don't get updated, they remain in the system, and those are called the orphan packages. So this is like it. So all the unneeded packages are there. So what you can do is you can just go on and delete them. So like this, you have to click on each, delete them, and thus you can see a similar way to do in terminal is using the auto remove command. So for the Ubuntu and Debian, you have got the sudo apt auto remove. So it basically auto removes all the unneeded packages. But here you are doing it through the GUI or the software manager. So I will not remove the FFmpeg, let it remain. The framework work integration plugin, yes, we can remove this. So don't have any, these 3-4 packages don't have any further dependencies. That's why it is not asking for the further action like remove this package or that package, or it is not showing any conflicts. Gluten print also I will not remove, let it remain. Emoji dictionary for ibus, yes, we can remove this. K activities, yes, K activity manager. So this is having the dependency, so it showed the dialog box. K address book also has a dependency with the address book language, so it is showing the dialog box. K plugins. This is the SDM control module, the KCM, that is the K control module for the SDDM. So you have to remove this. KCM tablet remove. KD command line tools also we remove. So I think a lot of packages are pending. K hotkeys remove. Now, after all these packages have been selected for uninstall, what you can do is you can accept the changes to the system and let all the packages uninstall. Then you have to reboot and then check the system. So after this uninstall will complete, I will reboot the system and then we will check out whether the KDE packages have been removed. So all the KDE pending KDE applications will be removed. So it will take some time for the uninstallation because quite a number of unneeded packages were there. So that's done. 1118 packages were removed. So this is the complete list of the packages that were removed. Now you have to click on finish, close this, and now we have to reboot. Now we will check out the applications and see whether all the KDE applications are removed or not. So here you can see that the KDE system settings is still there, but rest of the applications have been removed. So you have to just go back again to the YAS software center and then find out the KDE system settings and remove it. And this Cleopatra also maybe is also KDE application, so you will have to remove. These two have remained, but all the rest have been removed. Yes, and this mail Kmail is there. Okay, so Kmail is still there. Kmail K and these games, all the KDE games are pending with this where it was the KDE system settings. So what we have to do, we have to again head back to the YAST control center, open the software management. I think this pending all applications will now be again visible in the this unneeded packages. So we'll have to check for that. Let us go to the package. Yes, now you see some more packages have pulled up. So what happens is, because of the interdependencies, earlier only few packages were shown as unneeded. Now after uninstalling the 118 packages, I think quite number of packages have come up for uninstallation. So we will uninstall those. This is the way how you do it in JAS Software Center or even in Synaptic Package Manager. Similar way you have to do it. So we'll keep up the MPG thumbnails. We had uninstalled the color picker earlier, so now the libraries for the color picker are coming for the uninstall. They were not visible earlier, otherwise you could have uninstall all of them together. So this is because of the dependencies. You remove one of the packages from the circular dependencies, and then the rest of the packages will start appearing in the unneeded packages classification for removal. I think we should keep the Wayland utilities, and Vulkan tools also we will keep. Rest I think we can uninstall, and this X settings D also will keep, because it is the settings daemon of the X11 display manager or server, whatever you call it. Now you have to just check once everything is okay, and then you have to hit the accept button. Now during this uninstall, one another other thing what we have seen is the CSS style sheet has changed. So you can see that is window decoration, it is from the SUSE Enterprise, it is not the OpenSUSE. OpenSUSE is in green in color, but SUSE Enterprise is this blue and gray color is there. So for that we have to just tick here. It changes the style QSS. So now this is the OpenSUSE green color. So this is the OpenSUSE color. So total 42 packages were removed in 58 seconds. Click OK. You are done. Now you have to restart the machine again. Now open the applications. Okay, so only these games are now pending. You can see here the games K, Patience, K. So these are the KD games pattern. So those are there. Rest all the KD applications have gone away. So we will have to again go back to the YAST software manager, and then you have to remove the KD patterns, game patterns. So for that again you have to log in. You have to again go and check whether some more unneeded packages are there or not. So go to package classification, check out once the Orphan packages. So here you can see some packages are still there. So you have to remove everything till then the KD packages won't be removed. So KD games. So it is done in at least 2 or 3 times. So every time you change the desktop, you have to do this. Sometimes it is a clean uninstall, sometimes the residue remains. We'll keep the Vulkan tools. Wayland utils also we will keep. Display. Okay, so I will keep this XDPy info also and this also. Okay, and Gutenprint and FFmpeg thumbnails also we will keep. Now we will accept the changes. Okay, so more 28 more packages were removed. I will continue. I will not finish now. Let us go back and let us go over to the patterns and search for the games. Okay, so these are the packages that are installed. So these are the games that are installed as a part of the KD games pattern. So we can uninstall them from here. We already uninstalled the KD games pattern. Okay, so some Gnome games are there. So what we will keep do is we will keep the Gnome games. We will just uninstall the KD games. So you can KD games are those with the K prefix. We will remove those games with the K prefix. So patterns KD games was still there. It did not remove. Maybe we forgot to remove or what, or I don't remember now. But the patterns, even if you click on this, all those games will be automatically selected as a dependency and removed. Okay. So now I think we are done. Whatever we wanted to uninstall, those games will be uninstalled now. You have to just accept the changes and wait for the uninstallation. After this uninstallation, I will again reboot and check, and then we will close the video here. So this is how you do the uninstallation of desktops of the residual, clean the residual packages, that is the unneeded packages and the orphan packages, and keep your system clean and get a clean desktop. So you can hop from one desktop to desktop and clean the residual packages when you change over to another desktop. So you can clean the residue of the older desktop that was uninstalled using this method, that is using the YAS Software Center or the YAS Software Manager or the YAS Software Management, whatever you call it. So I will now click finish. Let us restart again. Okay, now we check the applications. You can see here the K prefix games have been removed. Cleopatra is also not there. So everything from the KD desktop has now been removed. This is the pure KD desktop only. So with this, I stop the video here. I think you got the idea how to uninstall the orphan packages, uninstall the unneeded packages from your system when you install one desktop and remove the other desktop using the YAS Software Control Center or the YAS Software Management. So this is very similar to what you do in the Synaptic Package Manager. So for the Synaptic Package Manager also, you can use this method. It will work there also. So with this, I stop the video here. Thank you very much. See you in the next video.